Now, where are you from?
Chicago, Illinois. West Side Chicago, Austin neighborhood.
Still living there?
No, I'm not now currently.
Where do you currently reside?
In suburbs, west suburbs.
No, but still Chicago.
Oh, still Chicago, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Now, what was it like for you growing up in Chicago? Can you paint the picture for us?
Yeah, it was like any other, child growing up in Chicago. You see things, drugs, murders, beatings, a lot of violence. But unfortunately, I had a sister. She put a basketball in my hand, and she made sure that I didn't, follow those things. And that's how I was able to, go my own way. I was always on the basketball court. But it's crazy because, I wanted to be out there with them, but I had a talent, and I really wanted to put, my friends and family on my back and lead them, And unfortunately, injuries and a lot of stuff that went on, so the basketball didn't work out. Now I wanna do it this way. Plus, I feel like this one it's all me. It's all like I feel like I'm in control a little more of this. I put the work in, and so just want to lead the team, lead the family.
Would you say growing up, was it rough for you or not really?
I would say it's rough because I don't talk about a lot of things, and that's why I'm doing music now, because you're gonna hear me talk about, things that, like, a lot of people see me going, I smile a lot, and they think, like nothing's going on, when really a lot's going on at home, outside the home, things that people just do not know about, So, yeah, it was hard because I keep a lot of stuff inside.
What was your roughest moment growing up?
Roughest moment?
Yeah.
Probably wishing my parents was together. Every kid dream. So that's definitely my roughest. Wishing they was together. I believe I made a lot of better decisions.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, as a student in school, what type of student were you?
Class clown. Class clown, but I got my work done, man. I got my work done.
And you played basketball?
Yeah, and I played basketball. I actually stopped my senior year, though. Mine wasn't in the right place, and I stopped playing. And I started not caring for it no more, really.
Why? What happened? What led to that? Was it the split of your parents, or?
No, actually, my parents have been split since I was like 6, you know what I'm saying? But it just, a lot of stuff was just going on, man. A lot of personal women, having kids at the wrong time, it just, a lot of stuff was just going on, and I was just like, fuck basketball, man, fuck it.
Could you have gotten a scholarship if you would have kept going?
Easily, yes.
And you just let it go?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Do you regret that?
Yeah. Especially watching Russell on TV. I feel like that should be me.
Now, how many kids do you have? You said kids like plural.
Yeah, I have 2, a son and a daughter.
How old were you when you had the first one?
I was a senior in high school.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, people are getting them younger than that.
Yeah. And it was 4 months apart. That was tough.
So that means you were with 2 women around the same time.
Yeah, man. That was tough.
Now, how does that work? Like, were you seeing both simultaneously, or did you dead the relationship on one and carry on with another? How did that?
I was, that saying they like saying, you want your cake and eat it. So
yeah.
That's basically what I was doing, trying to be a player.
When did they find out about each other?
I'd say when my second child's mother was about 8 months. I'd say around that time. The rumors started getting around, but they really found out when my son actually got here. That's when they found out.
Was that an ugly situation?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
How's your relationship with either of them today?
It's getting better, because I kept that same, trying to go in between them. I kept that going for a long time, you know. So, but it's a lot better today. It's a lot better today.
Do they get along together? Do they get together at all?
Things went left a couple of times, but they never, you know, bumped heads or fought or anything like that, you know.
I see.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation.
Oh yeah, man, real tough. I don't wish that on nobody. I would tell anybody who watching this right now, if you got one lady and kids bow, stick with that. Do not slip up with it. I'll tell them right now. That's one thing I would give. That's some advice I would give.
Aside from them both being your baby mother, are you in a relationship currently with any of them?
No, actually I'm not. Both of them is going, you know, going their own separate ways, work on their careers and stuff like that. You know, I'm just going to be by their side and push them, you know, help them. You know, even though we're not together, I'm going to be their best friend. I'm going to be their biggest supporter, and I'm going to push them, you know.
Did you graduate high school?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Tried college?
I did, man. I tried it for, I say about 2 weeks, then I stopped.
Why?
This was around that time that I was telling you about, you know.
Okay.
And I just stopped, man, because I really was going to go to college for basketball. I just didn't.
Like trying to be a walk-on or something?
No, I was going to go the JUCO route. Eventually, I was going to get D1. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Now, what college did you, excuse me, what college did you attend? A junior, community college?
Yeah, college.
Okay.
I was going to College DuPage. My AAU coach, Coach Cotton, he was actually coaching there. So, you know, he wanted me to come over there with him and help me get.
Work your way up?
Yeah, work my way up, you know, because he helped me through my basketball career in high school.
Do you regret that decision as well?
Yeah.
So after that, when does the music career be taken serious? Was it stuff in between you quitting college, and then some stuff happened, and then you got into music eventually, or did you get into music right away?
No, I got into music last year, October, because I was still playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? I was still playing basketball, playing in leagues and stuff like that, and I ended up breaking my hand. And I had a screw put in my hand, a pin. So, you know, I was just at the house doing nothing, you know, with a cast on my hand for 6 months, you know what I'm saying? So I just started, I'm like, man, I'm bored, what I'm gonna do? I just started writing, man. I just started writing. And October 4th, 2016, the first time I went and recorded a song. And since then, you know, my brothers have been behind me, pushing me, you know. Richie Rich, that's my brother. You know, Max the guy, that's my brother. You know, they be behind me, pushing me.
So you've only been rapping for, let's say, what, maybe 6, 7 months?
Oh, less than that.
About 6 months.
Yeah,
maybe
about
7.
Yeah, about 6. Yeah.
What's the reaction been? That's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
But some people can be very good in a little amount of time, and some people it takes them a lot of time to get to a certain point.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
What's the reaction been so far, 6 months in, give or take?
I think the reaction is like, for a lot of people, I think it caught them off guard. You know, laughs come with it too. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But I think as time went on, you know, I think they hear me and they be like, no, he might be nice. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what the reaction is. And now, you know, the support is getting there, and it's, you know, it's helping me. And like I said, I just, you know, help my brothers out.
So you got into music because of boredom.
Yeah.
And a basketball injury and boredom.
Yes.
Do you wish, now looking back, do you wish you would have started music earlier? Or was this the okay timing for everything to have happened?
No, I would have never started music. This just seemed like an okay time. I was just bored, man. I was just bored.
Now, did you have a passion for music while you were in high school or while all this was happening? Or was this just the boredom situation with the basketball injury?
Never had a passion for music, even to this day. Like, a lot of stuff come out. When I hear it, everybody, when I hear it, everybody be like, man, that's old. You know what I'm saying? You just not getting up on that. So I don't, you know, I never really listened to music like that. I didn't have a passion for it. I mean, I listened to it before, you know, basketball games or, you know, when I'm working out or something like that. But no, I never had a passion for it. Never, ever. It really came over boredom.
Jobs you had growing up, if any?
I worked at a warehouse before, a temp. That's where I got the name Javi from. You know, they used to call me that now. I worked there. I worked at a little rail yard. I worked there for like a year, and then actually I'm currently at FedEx right now. Yeah.
Ashamed? Not ashamed to admit you're working a job and rapping at the same time?
Hell no. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, working a job is hustling. You know, a lot of people, they think hustling is just standing outside selling drugs or anything. No, hustling is anything you do to get money. You know what I'm saying? I work jobs. I talk to my team, my brothers, we work jobs. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, you know, all money come from jobs, you know what I'm saying? But and working jobs is actually probably the smartest thing to do because it's proof of employment. It can hide any illegal thing you do on the side. It can, you know, never be ashamed to work a job. I'm going to keep working that job too until I get that call.
Now, the reason why I ask is because most times I do interviews with rappers. It seems like this is a subject that they don't really want to expose or talk about. You know, usually when I ask what jobs did you have growing up to another rapper, some people will just admit jobs they've had before. Very few will admit if they're doing a job while they're rapping. And some people kind of look at me and give me a funny face question like, why would you even ask me a question about a job? So that's why I was curious is why you're not ashamed and just blurted it out.
You can never be too tough to work a job, man. That's getting money. That's money that you have proof of. And it's steady money. You know, like I said, if you're a hustler, continue being a hustler, but there's nothing wrong with working a job. That's steady money and it's proof.
Do you think that's looked down upon in the rap community?
Definitely.
Having a legal job?
Definitely is looked upon. Definitely. This job came in handy a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times it actually came in handy.
Are these jobs that you did tough, any of them that you mentioned?
No, because I don't work too hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't work too hard. I don't let them use me, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just, you know, go in and do what you gotta do, man. I don't work too hard.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of those jobs you mentioned? Anything that happened out of the norm?
Yeah, the Westbrook lookalike thing, you know. Kids, you know, trying to snap pictures, you know, people who if I go to their store, they try to snap pictures, you know, crack jokes. All the people run up to me and you know, just stuff like that. They be on the norm.
You currently work at FedEx. I know some rappers I've talked to that have held jobs at a UPS or FedEx. They've mentioned something like it's almost like a job of slavery. I've heard it, what's the word, an analogy of. Would you agree or disagree with that?
Shit, it ain't no job of slavery for me. So it's slavery to some people. I'll never let it get that way for me. You know, like I said, I use the job to help me and my family out. You know, in ways like I said, come in handy. It do come in handy.
Have you quit any of those jobs you mentioned before or gotten fired?
Hell yeah, I got fired from the railroad job.
For what? What'd you do?
I'll just say with the supervisor, I ain't like how he was, you know, he had just got the job, so you know he was acting like he was a little, you know, he was feeling himself a little too much.
I see.
And you know, I had to tell him like, no, in a bad way, you know, I had to let him know like, nah, this ain't that. The fuck is you doing?
Now you mentioned. Oh, okay. Now you mentioned both parents. Are they both still in your life? Do you have good relationships with each?
Yeah. Closer with my mama though, because that's who I grew up with.
Now, was that hard for you to deal with?
Oh yeah.
The separation?
I mean, I never got a chance to witness it because you know I was so young. So you don't notice when they grow apart until you actually get older. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to, you know, thinking about what if, you know, your parents was together, it could how different your life would have been. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I actually think that's what's wrong with the world, Chicago, anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just kids missing their parents being together, being in their life. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a better place. It teach you that family sticks together no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And that don't make you have to go out in the street and try to find somebody to you know, become your family that's really don't have no interest in you at all. You know what I'm saying?
Now, it sounds like you've been through a lot, but in regards to your parents, what's the worst thing you put them through?
The worst thing I put them through?
Mm-hmm.
First thing I put my mama through. Women coming in her house. That's one. The story that she'll tell you, I tried to take her car. She had a automatic starter on it.
Mm-hmm.
I was only probably like 10, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I made a mistake and started it. It was running all night, and she caught me. And another one, probably going to different, you know, before we moved to the suburbs, I would try to go out to the suburbs and take kids' bikes and stuff, because I never had one. You know, she had to come get me out of, you know, the cell. You know.
The cell?
Yeah.
You went to jail?
Yeah, I got arrested for it, and she came in. She actually waited till the last minute to come get me on purpose. And she said,
Teach you a lesson.
Your ass in there.
Cook County?
Huh? No. It was actually Oak Park. But yeah, it's in Oak Park.
Hey, your Cook County's pretty tough.
It was in Oak Park.
Now, what about as far as siblings? How many do you have?
You talking about all together or
sure?
On side? I got 2 sisters and 4 brothers.
And where do you fit on the ladder? Middle child, oldest, youngest?
In the middle.
Anybody else in your family raps aside yourself, or just you?
Me, just me.
What does your family think about your rap career?
They just being supportive, you know what I'm saying? They just being supportive.
Were your parents supportive?
Yeah.
Right away, from the jump, or did they take some time to warm up to it?
Nah, I mean, it just, you know, it was something different to them, you know, and then they asked me, like, you know, my pops reached out to me, asked me, like, that's something you really want to do? And then I actually caught my mom off guard, though. Like, she was just, you know what I'm saying? But she all for it. She all for it.
Have they ever seen you perform before?
I never performed.
Not yet?
No, I never performed.
Would you invite them to the first one, or?
Yeah.
Now, we spoke about a variety of subjects in regards to your upbringing, but overall speaking, what's your message to the youth? What would you tell them today?
Be yourself, stay focused. You know, everybody go through, you know, negative things in their life. Try to focus on the positive. And whatever dream you got, man, hit it hard. Go out there. Don't take no days off, man. It's gonna pay off. You're gonna lose a lot of sleep. You might miss a lot of meals, but you gotta tell yourself, man, it's gonna pay off. Somebody gonna hear you. Somebody gonna see you. It's gonna pay off. I just tell them like that. Stay positive.